UFC Fight Night, Kara France versus Albazi. Early confident picks. It is May 21st, so if there's any cancellations or anything like that, you know why. It's very, very early. But make sure to like, make sure to subscribe if you are new with notifications on. I'm going to give you my percentage chance that I think all of my predictions are to win their fights on this UFC Fight Night. Obviously, go watch my full card prediction if you want to know the reasoning and the rationale behind who I think is going to win and why I think they are going to win. This video is just how confident I am on all of the fighters I predicted to actually go out and win their fights. We start with the bottom, go to the top. So we start with Maxim Grishin against Phillipe Lins. Not a super confident one by any means here at 55% for Maxim Grishin. He is the better striker. He's more experienced. I mean, he's fought better competition in the past. He's got solid takedown defense and is the better striker. I'm gonna up it a little bit to 57%. Luan Lacerda is going to be below Maxim Grishin. I don't have him at like 60% or anything like that. I'm going to have Luan Lacerda at 54%. Reason being, Blackshear is also pretty good in those scramble situations. And if Luan Lacerda is not able to get that submission win, the striking is really, really even. And Damon is very, very live to win. Elise Reed, I'm actually feeling quite decent on Elise Reed. I don't know what it is. She's the underdog for this fight, but I'm actually feeling 60% confident on Elise Reed. It's very weird. It's very weird. I never really feel this good on women's MMA, especially when it is an underdog in women's MMA, but I feel decently good on Elise Reed to have her at 60%. Daniel Santos, I'm gonna have him right where the money is. Right where the money is at on the betting odds, 66%. I think the betting odds are spot on for this one. 2-1 favorite for Daniel Santos. Seems exactly where it should be. He's the better striker. He's got the better cardio. He's got solid jiu-jitsu training with a lot of good grapplers in Charles Oliveira's gym. Should be a good fight. I think that's where Daniel Santos should go. Arlovski against Don'Tale Mayes. I mean, you never know with a guy this old. And Don'Tale, he does have a good takedown game. Andrei, I mean, most of the fights he's losing is getting taken down and submitted like Tom Aspinall and like Marcos Rogerio de Lima. So, you know, I'm not feeling too good on Andrei this time. Not feeling too good on my guy, Andrei Arlovski. So we're going to put him at the bottom of this card. John Castañeda versus Mateus Mendonca. He's going to be a little bit more than Luan Lacerda. Right in between Maxim Grishin and Luan Lacerda will be John Castañeda at 55.5%. Let's see, who would be next? Elizeu Zaleski. I feel weirdly good on Elizeu Zaleski. I don't know why. I do not know why. I feel pretty decent on Elizeu Zaleski here. We are going to move him below Daniel Santos. We will move him below Daniel Santos, but not by much. Not by much. At 62%. For Elizeu Zaleski, he's the better striker, hits harder, more power, and really, really solid takedown defense. That's kind of the main ingredients you need to beat a guy like Abubakar Nurmagomedov. Guram Kutateladze, almost where the betting odds are going to have him at. We'll have him at 72%, possibly a parlay piece, but again, not the most valuable bet you're ever going to make. For Guram Kutateladze, I mean, the striking could be honestly 50-50, and he's just so far better in the grappling and the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu and the ground game. You should have no problem in that fight. Again, women's MMA is always tough to make him super, super confident and things like that, like we saw with Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso. I'm going to have Karine Silva in between Arlovski and Luan Lacerda. I'm going to have it above. A little bit below John Castañeda. We'll have Karine Silva at 55%. Let's do that. 55% for Karine Silva. Then we got Tim Elliott and Victor Altamirano. I told y'all I feel good on Tim Elliott for this fight, right around the Daniel Santos range, but below Guram Kutateladze. So we're going to have my guy Tim Elliott at 68%. A little bit more than a 2-1 favor. There is a little bit of value there, in my opinion. Jim Miller, straight to the bottom. We are not confident on Jim Miller. This is a pretty big underdog pick, going with a guy like Jim Miller here. But I think he's got the better submission skills. I think the striking should be relatively even. Although I give a slight advantage to Jared Gordon, the fact that Jim Miller has a little bit more power than Jared Gordon and possibly could attack a submission leads me to such a slight lean. So 51% for Jim Miller. Not at all a confident pick. Alex Caceres, one of my most confident picks of the card, at 75%. Indeed, we are feeling good for Alex Caceres. Amir Albazi is going straight to the bottom with my guy, Jim Miller, right above him at 51.5%. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have the most confident picks for UFC Fight Night. Kara France versus Albazi. We do have it like this. So we got confident picks. No super confident picks on this card, but we got the confident picks. Almost confident picks. And then we have the slight leans. And then we have the 50-50s. That is what we got. The confident picks, Alex Caceres and Guram Kutateladze at 75 and 72%. Our almost confident picks, Tim Elliott, Daniel Santos, Elizeu, Zaleski, and Elise Reed at 68, 66, 62, and 60%. Our slight leans, Maxim, Grishin, John Castañeda, and Karine Silva at 57, 55.5, and 55%. Then our 50-50s, we got Luan, Lacerda, and Andrei. Arlovski. Should be a good card. Make sure to like and subscribe. Put your confident picks down below. Check the description or the pinned comment for all the bets I'm going to be making for this UFC fight card and every fight for an entire month for $2.99. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bert is back, but with more brain damage. Good to see you back, though. Indeed, I do have... My first fight had more brain damage than the second fight, for sure.